Hey everyone, this is Randy from BibleBuyingGuide.com. Today I'm taking a look at the King James Version Bible Commentary for Today from Thomas Nelson. Now they supplied 3 of these for me to give away to U.S. residents and Bible Buying Guide YouTube viewers. Stay tuned toward the end and I'll tell you how to enter for that drawing. So this is a commentary. Also, before we get started, go ahead and like that subscribe button or something like that. So this is a commentary that is the equivalent of a study Bible, but a lot more commentary. That's basically what it is. And I'll show you what I mean as we go. First is made in USA, printed in the United States of America, something you don't see every day. So here is our content. It's set up just like a study Bible. Here are the general editors. And the primary editor is from Liberty University. And the editors are known for things like the King James Study Bible from Thomas Nelson, the Zondervan KJV Study Bible, commentaries from AMG Publishing. If you're familiar with those resources, that's the type of commentary you're going to find in here. So the preface explains what kind of information that you're going to find in this and how it's set up. It is mostly based on the Zondervan KJV Study Bible. So if you have that study Bible or you're familiar with that study Bible, that's the kind of commentary you're going to see in this. It actually has more commentary than that, and that's why it's its own volume. And then the second part of the preface actually works as an Old and New Testament introduction. So then the paper itself is, I'm going to say, upper 30s maybe. I don't know exactly, but it's not Bible paper or anything like that. It is glued. It does look to be a glued binding, hardcover. I don't think it's going to be available in anything else, just a hardcover. So there's the information on the back. Give you an idea of what it's all about. And it is a verse-by-verse commentary. That's primarily what it is, except it does have a few other study Bible tools, and for me this makes it a good alternative to having a study Bible because you don't have to have all this information in your one Bible. You can use this as a separate resource and not carry all this information with you. So it does include book introductions, and they are large, like 6 pages. So they include the introduction with the title, author, date, background, theme, theological message. So it does have some theology. Literary features. A large outline, 2 different types of outlines, literary outline, thematic outline. Now, not every book introduction is the same, but this is typically the kind of information you're going to see. And then a bibliography, so that you can find more information. You can see the kinds of information that it has, where it gets its information, that sort of thing. And then we start the commentary. Now, the commentary itself includes the outlines. So as you go through, you're going to see these outlines, and that helps you keep things in context and helps you understand the overall context of the book based on the outlines. Really good. And as you can see, it's a lot more information than you're going to find on a verse, because here's Genesis 1. Now, a lot of study Bibles do have a lot on Genesis 1, but this has a lot on every verse. A lot of study Bibles will give you 1 verse on a page, or maybe 2. This gives you all of them. Sometimes it's a range, but it does cover them. It also covers a lot more information. Rather than just giving you, this is what you should believe, it tells you, they'll take a stance on one specific thing, but then they'll also give you alternative views, and they'll say, this is what others think, and this is why they think it, and that kind of thing. I like when they do that. And there are a few tables and charts in there, not a lot, but there are a few. So what it does is it gives you the verse by verse, gives you the chapter and verse number, gives you the comment, and then gives you the portion of the text in bold that the comment corresponds to. So you can find really easy what it is you're looking for. So rather than just looking at verse 2, but you want to know about verse 2 about the moving upon the face of the waters, then you can see it right here. See it really quick. Now, some of the comments are not really deep, but they do explain Old English, which I like. They explain Greek, they explain Hebrew, they explain Aramaic, and they do give a lot of insights on the text. Sometimes it's kind of unclear if they're actually choosing a direction. But sometimes they're not choosing a direction. They're just giving you some information and letting you just letting you think about that information. And that's it. That's what you're going to get in here. About a 10-point font with a lot of space between the lines. It's easy to read, easy to use. I've used this for about a month now, and I find it a good resource. You know, some of the comments are a little simple. Some of them don't cover as much. And then there are a few places where you're going to see a range, like, for example, this one. This covers a passage, Sermon on the Mount, chapter 5 through chapter 7. Gives you a lot of information on that, but then also covers each verse independently. So here's verse 1 of chapter 5, and then 2 through 5. So it does have introductions to sections. So I find this a good resource. You know, as always, use it for study, for reference, do your own study. But this does have a lot of information in it, and it does have a lot of resources. It has a lot of extra resources that point you to other places. Even Jude, there's the bibliography for Jude. So quite a bit here. It's basic evangelical comments, and it does cover a range of views. You know, they will pick a direction, but then they'll give you they'll tell you why they picked it, and then they'll also give you a range of other options. And then in the back we have maps, 14 maps. They're printed on the same paper, and they're also printed in black and white or grayscale, monochrome. The problem with them is that they're difficult to read. Some of them are. It's a little bit difficult for some of these. I would like to have seen these in color. A couple of them are easy to read. This one's not so bad. That one's a little easier. It does not include an index. They do look good for grayscale, monochrome. But I would have liked to have seen at least the names in color. Some of them are not difficult at all. And there are a few of these that are the same that you're going to find that you see in some of the study Bibles, but not all are. And that is it. So yeah, that's a good commentary. I like it a lot. You know, as always, you can't say you're going to agree with everything in it, but it's a good quality commentary. I like that it covers a range of information, covers lots of things. Let's look at our size and weight. This is a fairly large commentary, 7.5 by 9.5 by 2 1/4. 4 pounds, 4.5 ounces. So I don't even have to get my scale out. In order to enter for the drawing, I am giving away 3. Thomas Nelson is giving away 3. And I will choose on July 4th, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And I'm going to choose at random. And so how to enter is to subscribe to the channel and make a comment that you've subscribed. Now, if you've already subscribed, just comment and say that you subscribed. So every subscriber that comments is entered to win. And there will be 3 given away. I will post the names on the video July 4th. So I'll place links in the notes so that you can make a purchase. Thomas Nelson did supply this in exchange for an honest review. So if you have any questions, let me know. And my thanks to Thomas Nelson for supplying this in exchange for an honest review. Thanks.